I like how you don't give any heads up. You just walk in with a camera.
I want it to be spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Right, Luke? So I wanted to just kind of get a breakdown on, because you just got back from a 2-day trip to a faraway land to get set up for a project that we have coming up. I've been talking about it on these videos because right now we've got a project going on in Virginia. We've got one going on down in near the beach in South Carolina, and we got a crew out on the coast of North Carolina, all simultaneous. Well,
close to simultaneous.
Bless you. Yeah, is not. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you were doing and why you were doing it, and what your takeaway from it was.
So it's going to be a large rekey of a medical facility, about 250 doors. We had over, I think, 13 or 14 key meetings with individual suites on how they wanted their suites keyed, and then we labeled absolutely every door in the building. So we have a picture and information on every door, type of cylinder, type of lock hardware, and a picture of the door. So that's all.
Yeah, I was showing that yesterday on the vlog where we were seeing that information coming in live. In previous situations, it was more like, and I don't know what all this is, but it was something along the lines of this for the entire project, and then you had to come back and then figure out what it all meant. What's kind of the next phase for you?
So, and I was talking with Mike about that this morning, is the neatest part about us going and doing that is absolutely anybody in our organization at this point could go finish this job with no questions asked.
Yeah.
Because 100% of the data for every door is in our system. That eliminates a lot of mistakes, that eliminates a lot of time. I think we cut the rekey time of doing it the old way in less than half by doing it this way.
Gotcha.
They scan the opening, and each cylinder will be labeled, because we'll be able to pin them here on site and just pop in the new cylinder. It'll be a very streamlined process.
That's pretty exciting, man. Well, awesome. And then all the other components there, we're doing cameras and changing over the card reader system.
We're changing over their card reader system. They've got, I think, 5 or 6 doors on access control, and they've got 4 cameras. We were able to identify all the cameras, identify all the hardware that was needed. I don't think we'll have to do a wire pull.
Cool.
So we'll be able.
So it was a big discovery trip.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad it worked out well, and excited to see the end in progress. See, it's all in an effort of prior planning. So it is 9:44 right now. In approximately 15 minutes, I'm supposed to be getting on a conference call. Community Association Institutes, and it's a national organization where they help to educate property managers for community association management, homeowners association, residential property management, as well as the board. So if you're on an HOA board, there's a lot of resources there. It's a really great organization. We've been involved with it for about a year and a half now, and a couple of months ago I was invited to be part of the Piedmont Regional Council. We meet about once a month and discuss some upcoming events. I've got a conference call on that. We kind of shift it around every once in a while. It's a phone call and then an in-person meeting, which we get to host here on occasion. It's been a really great connection point and a really great learning resource for our organization to understand more about those types of property managers and what they're doing. I take notes and keep track of the minutes of. It's pretty fun. Just finished up an amazing lunch here at Southbound on South Boulevard in Charlotte. Had some amazing tacos, fish and shrimp tacos, but the big part of it was I had an amazing lunch and amazing conversation with a guy named Greg Whitus, who works for a kind of a robotics company. They do automation for businesses and so forth. It was really a really good conversation. One, thank you for the awesome conversation, Greg. Two, thank you for lunch. That was very kind. It was awesome to meet you. Thank you for reaching out to me on LinkedIn and just saying, hey, let's get together for lunch. If you reach out to me on LinkedIn and ask for a meeting, especially if it involves lunch in downtown Charlotte or South End, there's a 95.7% probability that it's a thumbs up. Great conversation. We were talking about growing our businesses, how we can look at different ways to market and tell our stories, learning about how to tell our stories better, because that's ultimately the challenge that we all face. But anyway, it's been a busy morning, conference calls and meetings at the office. Headed back there now to finish out this awesome Friday. Let's go. Hey, Sam.
Chad, have a safe trip.
All right, man.
Chris,
I'll see you Monday.
Oh, cool. I'll be here.
I'll see you, Lucas.
So, guys.
What you doing, Sam?
I'll just,
Got it?
I think so.
Yep, it's unlocked. There you go. You're not supposed to be riding on the sidewalk, by the way. That's what the instruction set says. Do not ride on the sidewalk. We're out here on the date night, doing a little scooter adventure before dinner, and just kind of trolling around downtown Charlotte. This is Fourth Ward Park, and I have no brakes. So proper scooter safety would be that you would always obey all of the proper procedures of wearing a helmet, using both hands, and making sure that you have brakes. None of which I'm doing at the current moment. So we're gonna go have dinner at the Cellar underneath Duckworth. Hey, there's a Spectrum Center. Oh boy, this is gonna go up. Hey, where you at back there? So it's date night. We just had an amazing dinner. We're gonna go try to find a good place to see the sunset and just kind of finish out the evening. So it's been pretty. Oh gosh, it's been pretty cool. I'm just glad I have a scooter that has brakes.